Hello everyone. Previously we discussed about the inheritance and polymorphism, right? So today we'll be discussing on the topic abstraction. So this is one of the important topics, right? So what is abstraction mainly? Abstraction is about hiding the implementation details and showing only the essential features of an object. So this is important, right? So again, I'm telling, just listen to this and let's see the same thing with a very simple example. So while we try to implement or while we try to write the code, you'll clearly understand the concept of abstraction. Let's try to listen to this first. So abstraction is about hiding the implementation details, right? And showing only the essential features of an object. This is simple, right? Let's try to understand with a very simple example, nothing but the abstract example of abstraction. Basically, uh, let's go with the abstraction class first. Basically, it is not directly instantiated. So initially, again, I'm telling we are going with the abstraction class first. So I'll just give here class. Let me give the name shape here. So within this, let me make use of the constructor. So let me pass the parameter name here. Let's initialize name. So name. This is fine. I'll just come out of the constructor. So let's make use of the abstract method. Nothing but this has to be overridden, right? So I'll just make use of some this one abstract methods. Initially, let me go with the uh, calculate area. So here I'll just give calculate area. Let me give here within this one throw new error. So here I'll just give just give me a second here method calculate area must be implemented. This is fine. Uh, so why this is taking like this? Next, let me make use of one more method, nothing but display. So here within the display, let me lock something very quickly. I'll just give here the area of the this one. What do you call this one? Name, right? So name is within the flower basis. I'll just call this one this dot calculate area. This is fine. Let's come out of this method, display method. So let's come out of this class itself entirely. So just give me a second here. So next what I'll do, let's make use of the derived class for circle. So I'll just give here class circle. As I've said, we'll be making use of the derived class for the circle. So I'll just give here class circle extends. I have considered shape, right? So I'll just give here shape. Let's quickly make use of the constructor here. Within this, let me pass the parameter radius. So here, let me make use of the super keyword very quickly. Inside this, I'll just give circle within the string, right? So again, this dot radius. So here, I'll just initialize this one to radius. So calculate area. Let's consider the method calculate area here again. So what I'll do, let me return the formula, this one, math dot pi into radius into radius, right? So I'll just make use of this keyword here. This is fun. Let me come out of this class entirely. So next, let's make use of the or let's create the derived class for the rectangle. So I'll just copy the same thing and let me make the necessary changes here. So here, so instead of circle, I'll just give here rectangle. This is fine. Within this one, let me give here constructor. I'll just be passing width and height as parameter. So parameters, right? So this is fair. Let me make use of the super keyword. Uh, this has to be super actually. Yeah. Within the super, when within the strings, I'll just give here rectangle. This is fine. Next, let's initialize width to width and height to height. This one is simple. Let me give here width and height to height. So I'll just give here height. This is fine. Let's make use of the calculate area method. So here, let me quickly return the formula, right? So I'll just give here width into height. Nothing but let's make use of this keyword as well. Width into height. This is fine. Let me come out of this class entirely. So we are making use of the three classes. This one will be abstract class as I have mentioned earlier. So this one abstract class, this is basically not directly instantiated, the shape whatever I have given first. Second one, we are making use of two more classes. These are the derived classes. One is for the circle and one is for the rectangle. Derived class for circle and a derived class for rectangle, right? So here you can clearly see this one. So finally what I'll do, I'll just come out of basically the previous class and let's make use of that one. So I'll just give here const circle equals new circle. Let's pass some number. So I'll just pass 5 in my case. So I'll just give here. So circle displays the method we have used here. So this is fine, right? We have made use of the method display here. You can see here, right? So display, I'm just calling the display method here. Next, so we have written the rectangle class as well. So I'll just go with the rectangle here. New rectangle. Let me pass some random numbers. I'll just give here 4, 6, right? So let's pass the display method here. I'll just give here display. So the output that we need to get here is the area of the circle is something based on this one, whatever formula that we have given. This one basically for the circle. Here rectangle we are making use of. The output we need to get here is the area of the rectangle is nothing but here width into height we have given here, right? 6 into 4 is nothing but 24. Here it will come around 78 point something, I think. Let's try to run the code. Let's see what output we get. So here throw new error. Method calculate area must be implemented. Missing this one after the argument list. What did I miss here? Line number 7. Let's check what I've done wrong here. So yeah, here I'll just make this single inverted comma, right? So this is fine. Let me run the code again. In number 22 I have made a mistake. Math is not defined. Oh, this one 22. Where is 22? This one has to be small here. This is fine. Let me try to run the code. Yeah, now we are getting the area of the circle as 78 point something, which is absolutely correct. So this is based on the formula, right? This one. So and the area of the rectangle is 24 that we are getting. This is based on the formula, this one. Basically, I'll just I'll explain what I've done here. So very quickly, I'll explain what I've done here. Just give me some second. So yeah, here I have considered the class shape initially, right? This one, this class serves as an abstract base class with a placeholder method calculate area. You can clearly see here. The shape class here, it is serving as an abstract base class. While writing the class, I had explained the same thing, right? The shape class here serves as an abstract base class with a placeholder method calculate area. You can clearly see here, and the subclasses like circle and rectangle, you can clearly see here. These are the subclasses, right? The circle and the rectangle. So the subclasses like circle and the rectangle, here they are overriding the calculate area method. You can clearly see here. They are overriding the calculate area method. First we have written this one here. So circle and the rectangle classes, basically subclasses, they are overriding the method calculate area. You can clearly see here. Just give me a second here. What did I do? Yeah, you can clearly see here. They are overriding the calculate area to provide specific implementation, right? I hope this is clear. Basically, what does abstraction do here? Abstraction hides the how area calculation is done, and it mainly focuses on what a shape, type, and area basically it is holding. That's what, right? It is hiding how the area calculation is done, and it is mainly focusing on what is the shape, type, and area, right? That's what the abstraction basically doing here. I hope the concept of abstraction is completely clear with this example, right? So next, let's discuss on the solid principles, right? So I hope the concept of the main concepts in the OOPS is completely clear. So we discussed on this one. First thing, we discussed on encapsulation. Second thing, we saw with the inheritance and the polymorphism. Now we saw the abstraction with the example, right? I hope the concept of these four I hope these four concepts is these four concepts are completely clear. Then next will go with the solid principles, right? For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.